is crazy. I can't believe this. Okay. I have something big to announce. This will be the biggest thing I have announced on my YouTube so far. My heart's pounding. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen the announcement, but here goes nothing. I'm publishing my first book. Yeah. Oh, that was too hard. That hurt. That laugh hurt my throat. It was so hard. I have so much I want to say about it, but I already wrote a blog post about it. So we're going to do something way out of order, way out of routine here, and we're going to read the most recent blog post that I've published, whatever. And then I'll give you more details afterward that I might not have put in there. This blog was posted November 17th, 2024. Blog title, I'm publishing my first book. On a night 4 years ago, I went on a date. If the cold hadn't forced all the leaves off the trees, the manic wind made sure the job was done. On this night, I would take the first step in achieving one of my largest goals. I just didn't realize it yet. During this date, we did not go on a stroll or have a picnic. The dark sky could have been complemented by a candlelit dinner, perhaps at a fancy restaurant, had my date and I not been in our early 20s with no funds. Like many our age, we opted to have a free date in his apartment. With the foul weather, he suggested we mimic what Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, and her companions did when they did not go outside, write stories. And in their case, they did not go outside because the sky was darkened with a bunch of ash from a huge volcano eruption that was affecting the whole world, essentially. Y'all check my facts in the comments if I got that wrong. If you can't tell by the fact that I write blog posts and then I read the blog post on my YouTube channel, I thoroughly enjoy writing. So we chose a prompt, set a timer, and each pressed pen to a paper, letting our minds move us to another world. When I finished, I thought I had created a brilliant piece, a twist of stereotypes and expectations. I liked it enough to go home and make it into a short story. When I later shared it with my date, he told me he didn't like it. Hope is crying for me. How could he say that? Everyone has their own opinions. You have your own preferences. In his case, he said it was too sad. A small part of me wanted to prove him wrong. I gave it to my roommate. She agreed about the sadness, but said that it was written well. That wasn't enough for me. I wanted to share this story. I wanted to show others that it was more than just a few pages filled with sorrow. I decided I would turn it into a novel. I would write my first manuscript. 4 years later, I am publishing that same story. This story has gone through a lot. It's been left alone, not written in for months. It's been seen by my first ever writing group, which fell apart within half a year. It's gone through my second, hopefully lifelong writing group, and went to a writer's conference. It was read in full by an agent twice. It's gone rejected and ignored, read and edited countless times. This story has seen me go through a lot. I wrote in it when I got married and when I got divorced. I wrote in it when I transferred to a new university and when I graduated from it. I wrote in it when I had no job, 3 jobs, and everything but a full-time job with a nice salary. For a while, I wanted to wait to publish this. I wanted to have an agent and go through a publishing company. However, as I've continued with other projects, I have realized that these later projects will likely get picked up and my first one will get left in the dust. That would be fine if I didn't feel like this story could help a hurting soul. So I've decided to publish my first book. It will be available on Amazon starting January 1st, 2024. What is it about? Real life and how much it sucks. How much it can be good and how hard it can be to get there. Especially when you come from a family background that's, well, let's just say unideal. You'll enjoy this if you're interested in stories like The Words We Keep by Aaron Stewart and I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. It all begins with 23-year-old Shelley. And it's representing people in their 20s, which I've already said in another YouTube video, is needed. There should be a genre that's for literal young adults, people 18 to 30, 20 to 30, whatever. Because, hello, there's a lot of life transitions there. And it's very different than being a teenager and very different than being a full-grown almost cursed. A full-grown adult with kids and stable jobs, etc. Let's go back to our 23-year-old Shelley. Shelley wants to build the ideal family. Do better than her parents. Except right when she starts, her life shatters as easily as a plate scattered across her kitchen floor. Her husband tries to help, but there's a part of her past she won't tell anyone, including him. Instead, she continues to seek help from her hypocritical mother. As the tension and the relationship with her mother increases, she's pressured into flying cross-country to see her. If this trip goes well, maybe she can leave the past behind. Maybe she can fix the relationship with her mother. Or, at the very least, maybe she won't end up like her, alone. The name of the novel? Shirley Shelley. You like the little hand gestures? I know. You're wondering, what's with the plate? What isn't she telling her husband? Why is she married at this young age? 23. Wow. Actually, I have no clue what you're thinking, but as for the last question, this story takes place in Utah. Cut and video. That's it. That's a wrap. Just kidding. Let's keep reading. Shelley is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and she's a graduate student at Brigham Young University. No, it's not the case that everyone in her situation gets married at that age, but here in Utah, when you are a member, it's not uncommon either. But guys, as someone who grew up a member, it bothered me to see this religion either mocked or misrepresented pretty much every time it was used in the entertainment industry. Sure, the jokes are fun, I get it, but can we have some realistic content out there? If a Catholic, a Jew, a Christian, and many others can be in a book and not have the entire book centered on their religious identity, then why not a member of this church? Plenty of members are like others outside of their religion, just trying to get by. I saw a need for representation, and with my personal connection to the church, I wanted to fill it. If you were interested in my book and suddenly find yourself deterred because of this, then okay, I'm sorry to see you go. But like I said before, this isn't a book about religion or about quirky Utah. It's about real life. It's about what can happen when a daughter tries to put together the broken pieces of her relationship with her mom. For those of you who have read or watched all of this, thank you. I've seen a lot of broken hearts in adults who come from broken families. A lot of us feel lost when it comes to creating our families. We never had the examples we needed. I hope that this story resonates with those who can relate. If you want to read this book, you can follow me on Instagram for updates. I will be revealing the book cover at the beginning of December. If you don't have social media, then save the date, and on January 1st, go to Amazon and search for Shirley Shelley by MRC. That's me. Finally, when the book releases, I will post on my blog as a reminder, and just for my YouTube subscribers, I'll post for you guys too. So many people have supported me. Some of the most important people to me had let me down when it came to support. And while I've let those people go, I have held tightly to the gratitude I felt for those who showed me love and care. No matter how many read this book, I'm glad I'm doing this. Shirley Shelley is a reminder of the rawness of life. It shares the truth about human complexity. It shows us that, despite all the chaos, there's hope. And that's the end of that blog post. I chose to release this on January 1st for many reasons. One, who doesn't want to start the new year with reading a new book? Two, personally, why not set goals at the same time I'm achieving one of my largest goals? And three, if you're going to be setting goals and trying to make change in your life, I think this is exactly the type of book that will give you the hope that change is possible. It will remind you that you're not alone and that we're all just getting by, as I said in my blog. I'm so grateful that I have subscribers, followers, dedicated blog readers who support me in this. I'm excited to hear what you guys think about the book. Thanks again for tuning in for another video and for my exciting announcement. My heart goes out to all of you, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye!